And of 3 million listeners.
Oh, yeah.
We are here to bring you the Impact Radio Show. I am your host tonight. And for those of you who are joining us on the live, if you are seeing double,
woo!
we have our producer tonight, Miss Vanessa, and Barbara is.
She is the
stowaway.
She is the chief financial officer. Say hey, Barbara.
Hi.
You got to put the cute ones out. You know, the donation plate. That's always work.
And on another note, welcome to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star Guide. Before we get too far into it, CJ, we might as well just make sure people know that they need to be doing business with one of the oldest Black-owned media companies in America. Stop playing with your gum. Now more than ever, it is important for you to support independent and locally owned media. Weekly subscriptions are available at, can you say thefloridastar.com?
Thefloridastar.com.
All right.
Thefloridastar.com. Thefloridastar.com. So, love is in the air. It has been Valentine's Day week. So I am sure a lot of you guys got creative. Hey, we kind of winging it today. So if anybody want to give us a call and to let us know how your Valentine's week went, please give us a call at 904-766-9285 or 904-766-3401. We had a very low-key Valentine's.
We did. We had a great Valentine's.
We did. We really did.
We ran into a local hero of mine, a Victory WCGL favorite of mine. Wanda P was hosting an event on the WJCT lot with Mr. Miles J Davis, singing some of his hits, and he had some great things going on. So if you guys follow us on social media, I'm sure you saw some of our photos from that event.
Yes, and when I tell you Miles J had Old Deacon energy going on, I really loved it.
He really, it was a good night. We saw some friends out there.
Yes.
But it was an R&B vibe, which, I'm happy because sometimes, nowadays it's a lover's thing, and then you get out there and it's a whole bunch of toxic music about how I'm sorry I cheated on you, but
we were just talking about, the more and more, Kingdom Builders come along, that the worship service is going to be probably full of a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire, some reggae.
Yeah, he was going on some crazy stuff, but we really enjoyed our Valentine's Day, and then we went and ate some seafood like we normally do.
Yes, the food was real good.
Yeah, going on nice little walks and whatnot. We were pretty low key, so if you guys had a great, amazing day, or if you just enjoyed some time by yourself, which is good too, especially, on Valentine's Day. Sometimes you don't want to deal with the drama and the riffraff and the ripping and running around. And feel free to let us know.
And hey, yes, because, when we get into the interview, we just want to talk about, what does this mean to really just to celebrate love? You know what I mean? A lot of people are quick to go to Valentine's Day, like, why you got to wait 1 year to show that you love me? No, anytime that you can have a time of intentional, just, time to get out, just to show appreciation. Hey, love has, a lot of more meanings than just that, one particular meaning. I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself, but we're going to talk about love today since we still dealing with Love Week. Today is official 70% off, so all the second and third ladies, I only got one lady is getting all of their discounted hearts and turtles.
And third lady, yeah. And, that's our moment. During the interview, we'll talk about some of the services and stuff you got going on.
Yes.
And we got some new things coming up the pipeline for this show in particular. So I'm really looking forward to those moments that we get to spend. And also, this weekend is one of the busiest weekends in town. And it's beautiful that it's centered all around Black History and Black History Month typically, but my goodness, there is so much going on.
Yes.
Between tomorrow and Monday.
There's a lot of fun things to get into. Shameless plug, African Gentleman and African Lady. We will be at the Melanin Market. Yeah. So if you guys are off of A. Philip Randolph, please come by and holler
Just
at
tell
the
us
family.
you listen to the show. You don't even have to buy anything. We prefer you buy something.
I really would prefer you buy something.
But even if you stop by and just say, hey, we listen to the show, I'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm not just speaking to the air, the crisp, done avenue.
We got to prove to our family we got fans. They don't think we be having fans for real.
Anyway, my mom is my fan. I know she's my fan.
Yes.
But besides that, you want to talk about some things else, some other things going on this weekend?
Yeah, so besides the Melanie Market, that we would be out, there is going to be a cruise for kids at one of my old New Testament professors' church at Dinsmore Baptist Church.
Did you just say old New Testament?
Yes, my old New Testament professor.
Okay, he was a New Testament professor.
But he's old. Winston Butler, yes, pastor of Dinsmore Baptist Church is old. You can tell him I said
Well, thank you, Mr. Butler.
Yes, and he has some pretty cool cars out there. The last time we were at that 57 Chevy was pretty cool. There's Stroh Cleaners has something going on over there for kids as well as going
Where's Stroh's Cleaners?
It's off of Pearl Street near, where is that?
MLK?
MLK off of Pearl Street and MLK. So there's some things going over there starting at 5.
You got service.
Yes, and we also will be having in-person service at 9:00 at 113 West 17th Street. We will be so glad to see you there. We're journeying through the book of Mark, and this Sunday we will be talking about how did John the Baptist bring the gospel. So it's going to be interesting. We started out defining what the gospel is, so we're going to talk about exactly what did God's herald do to come and make the path straight for the gospel to come to the world. So this Sunday,
I love John the Baptist. One of my favorite parishes because I was in a Catholic church was St. John's the Baptist out in Atlantic Beach, and so.
And yes, and
I love the stories of him.
Yes, and I love talking to you from a different perspective because we don't do too much of traditional teaching. We try to, a lot of traditional biblical teaching is done from a prospect that the audience has looked at the Bible.
We know you have not read the Bible.
No, people are out there quoting nursery rhymes and song lyrics.
Jesus had a little lamb, his fleece was white as snow.
And everywhere that Mary went, I'm not going to do it.
So, yeah, come out, see what we're all about. I know you guys get a great taste on the radio, but we're excited to share Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning, with you. Yeah.
So, but on the third, normally on the third Sundays, we also go live for Faith Under Construction as well. That'll probably be going, on around about 2:00, where we will sit down and we'll have, a real rudimentary Bible study, and discipleship where we, also deal with specific topics, and also those people who were kind of like rehabbing spiritually. We have a section to really talk about, your spiritual mind and your mental health and your spiritual health and how you can recover. And, you try to always encourage people. We want to have a more direct, things of how do you start becoming, somebody with faith under construction. Exactly what does that mean?
And as always, matter of fact, let me just go ahead and do what I'm supposed to do. For those of you watching us on the live, you can see all the good changes. But for the event rundown, we got some great things happening at the Ritz. Mr. Gerald Alston from the Manhattans. Yes. He is doing a tribute to Sam Cooke at the Ritz. This Friday, tomorrow, we'll be out there.
Yes.
Enjoying ourselves and supporting. They'll also have the Ritz Voices there. So supporting the local choir, the Ritz Voices, and Miss Deb McDuffie. Want to go enjoy a nice night out. This tribute to Sam Cooke. So if you love the music of Sam Cooke, you better be in the place tomorrow.
Right. I might actually have to see if I can drag the old people out of the house.
That'd be a nice one. But just to run it down really quick before we go to the commercial break, we have the World of Nations celebration happening at Tailgaters Lot. In addition, Melanin Market is happening on 8 Philip Randolph. The parade will start from 121 Financial down to 8 Philip Randolph. So that whole sports complex area will be very busy. So think about parking and think about all those great things as it happens. The James Weldon Johnson cannot not shout out Liz in the James Weldon Johnson Hip Hop Festival. The Friends of Brentwood Library will be celebrating 123 years of Lift Every Voice and Sing. Kingsley Plantation is having a talk with one of our good friends, the Beach Ladies Beach Ladies niece. Yes. We'll be having a talk up in Kingsley Plantation. The Ritz will also be out there showcasing sweetgrass baskets. So if you see a white man at a table with sweetgrass baskets, tell Mitch you said hello.
Hey, yes, Mitch is cool. Okay,
He's pretty
Mitch
cool.
Got the conversation for you. Though.
He's pretty cool. Yes. What else is going on this weekend?
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm sorry. White Harvest Farms is doing their talk out there about the Gullah Geechee culture and connecting food history to American history and how it all gets its roots in Black food experiences. So shout out to Mika and the crew over at White Harvest Farms.
Yes, did we mention the James Weldon Johnson Hip Hop Festival?
We did, but you can mention it again.
Yeah, so we're going to be like slam busy, but the last time we went, it was fun seeing all different versions of hip hop being celebrated at a place, where some of the most, racist thing happened. It was felt real good to see some Black energy going down there in that space.
Oh yeah, right out in front of City Hall. But we are up against an ad break. When we come back, we will be talking a little bit more, talking about what we got planned for the show coming up, and getting into our moment.
Yes, we have some stuff. So just stick around and we'll be right back right after this ad break. This has been the Impact Radio Show.
Presented by the Florida Star. Hey, welcome everybody. Back.
Yes, welcome back to the Impact Radio Show brought to you by the Florida Star. We want to encourage you guys to support independent Black media. So please ask your business, or your favorite business that you support, to carry the Florida Star newspaper.
Even a gas station that you go into often, you can always pick up a Florida Star, about $1 news every week. Come on, join the crew.
Also, if you are a Black business out there that would like to sponsor a segment for the Impact Radio Show, like the event rundown, we would like for you to do that. And how can they do that, dear? How do they
just either reach out to us on the Impact Radio Show group on Facebook. You can email us at impactradiofloridastar@gmail.com, or you can just, hit us up on any of the social medias that we tell you on. You can hit Shayna up or hit Dr. Sean up or Eldry, and they know how to get in touch with us.
Definitely. Hey, if we have some writers out there, we would also like, if you want to submit articles to the Florida Star, you can also hit up Ms. Do and Talk, and we can try to get, some articles on it. Yeah, you may never get to the front page. You're going to see your impact moments in there real soon. We just get, gearing up for it. But you know what, this is usually the time when we have, our interview, segment where we bring people in, that has been impacting the community. So if you are also interested in being a guest here on the Florida Star, we would love for you guys to contact us and let us know how your business or your nonprofit organization or whatever you have going on is out there impacting, the community. Impacting. I'm a Florida boy for real. So sometimes I do speak banjo with trap music in the background. But Hey, I saw something funny in the news when Mr. Glenn Beck was trying to tell everybody that Lift Every Voice and Sing was not the Negro national anthem, that black people are Americans. They don't need to have a separate national anthem. He basically, grinding his gears about Miss Lisa killing Lift Every Voice and Sing at the Super Bowl.
Did you call her Miss Lisa?
I did. It's okay.
Yeah. That's right. She still look like her too. Look just like that. That being from Jacksonville has been drilled into our head. The intent of the song, the intent was a birthday, blessing to Abraham Lincoln. So something that was definitely uniting the country. So what people have done with it after that and how people have described it after that is definitely has nothing to do with James or John Weldon Johnson's initial ideas and thoughts for the song. So, Glenn just wants some eyes, some views, some clicks,
some
likes.
Because we're not going to get into the national anthem thing, but when you pick the War of 1812 as your anthem, it's a losing battle. Do not clown on us when we got a good, victorious anthem of our own. That is saying,
it's gonna be all right. So what I can say is, moving forward in the show, I know I've teased it for some time now, but we are coming up against March, and we will be introducing some even younger voices onto the radio with the help of some of these local groups that we are working with. Crumpet for Success being one of them. I will be bringing you guys more community-oriented advocacy stuff, things about gardening and farming and the political scene that we got going on. I don't know if you guys know, but it is election season again. We will be voting in March. March 21st is voting day, so please start getting familiar with your candidates for mayor, for city council, property appraiser, all of that. It's voting time.
Listen, can y'all do your boy a favor and go vote?
Yes.
Facebook rants don't change policy. Being Facebook lawyers don't change policy.
It doesn't do much, but the early voting is really a blessing. You can go to any library in town, show up with your ID, they'll find your ballot. You can even take your phone into the ballot location with you, so you can sit there all day and do it and research everybody and make your decisions. Or you can come prepared and make it a in and out situation. Literally doesn't take much longer than a few minutes.
And if we gotta sit here in Black History Month and express to y'all how important it is to go vote, especially talking about James Weldon Johnson, man, who almost lost his life for the very thing on the night of an election, had to flee out of here because he was trying to go vote. Now we can go in broad daylight with pride and vote, and you won't get out your house. That would make the ancestors turn. Please get out there and get your vote on the ballot.
Yeah, let me tell you like this. People make sure they can vote. I just left a nursing home where these people cannot leave their room, but they have supervised voting there, where people will come to their room and help them vote. These old people have never met Deshaun Nix. They don't know what's going on over here, but they're voting.
They are
on whether or not he'll be in office. So that's what's important. You may think, I ain't got the time. It's too difficult. There are people who are in bedridden, making sure that they get their vote counted.
Listen, if you are like me and tired of having to change tires because of the crater-sized potholes in the street, go vote. If you are like us who frequent parks and trying to figure out why is it that the bathrooms are never open at these parks, please.
On certain sides
of town. Go vote. If you're trying to figure out why we got to cross the bridge just to find some good family fun, please stop complaining about it.
Oh, you know what? That's another thing happening. Skate City is having the Jet Jam on the 20th to bring your kids between 10 and 1, I believe, out to Skate City and support Terry T. Harris, a Black entrepreneur, with his family fun area, but it is in Regents.
Yes, we had fun. Sam just turned 8 this past. We went out there and got on some skates, and my sister Robin tried to come out there and relive her roller drone days, and it was
roller drone. Anyway, we're up against another ad break. When we come back, we will have an impactful moment from the Reverend Carl Jonathan.
She like doing this.
The second. And we will wrap up the rest of the show. What you got, baby?
Yeah, so yes, the impact moment will be next, brought to you by Kingdom Builders of Faith Under Construction.
Peace, y'all.
Then Jonah woke up, says, I'm the man. I didn't want to go down to Nineveh land. Cast my body overseas. Don't want nobody to suffer for me. Cast old Jonah overboard. Long come a fish and swallowed him whole. The fish got sick at God's command. Thrown old Jonah out on the sand. The sun shined down in Jonah's face. God grew the vine to give him shade. Long come a worm and cut it down. That's another star in Jonah crying out.
Yes, sir. To power. We speaking truth to power with you guys. Welcome back to the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star. Don't forget to do business with the trailblazing and amazing female-owned independent media company. Help preserve the legacy of Miss McLaughlin by supporting the Florida Star today. Ask your favorite local business guys to carry these current issues. Is so easy. If you demand it, they will carry it.
Yes.
And today we are welcoming my producer, my love, my fiance, Reverend CJ. What you got to impact us today?
Hey everybody, this is the notorious Love Week, Valentine's Day. And, the Bible has a few things that it does have to say about love. And I wanted to impact you all with that today. You know that the Greeks, they have 3 words for filial.
Okay.
That is the love that you would show towards a friend,
like a philosopher.
Like a philosopher. That's for Philadelphia, the city of love.
Like a file, like somebody like a bibliophile, somebody who likes books.
Yes, hey. Right. Bible, get it? And then there's also, that eros love, that erotic love,
some people call it eros.
Eros, yes. Okay. But it is the love that you would show, for your loved one, what a lot of people, a majority trying to celebrate, and really don't think about even the third one, which is that agape love, that unconditional, perfect love that you do not get or have to earn. And, we were talking about earlier, about the petty Jesus moment. I got to a petty Paul moment. Okay. So the thing about it is that the Bible says that the greatest show of love is when a friend will lay down his life for his other friend. Like you have no greater love for that. And that is exactly what our Savior did for us when he laid his life down. He said, I no longer call you slave. The relationship has gone beyond, slave and master. I now call you friend because everything that my Father has revealed to me, I have now revealed it to you. Jesus is the ultimate illustration of love because he loves us so much.
How much, CJ?
That he gave his life for us. Now, here is the petty Paul moment. Paul said it's reasonable if the person that you will lay your life down for is at least likable. It's even reasonable if the person that you will lay your life down for is worth laying your life down for.
Yeah, I like a Nelson Mandela, like somebody who really helped the earth. Most definitely.
But we are commanded to love neighbors that we might not necessarily find all that pleasing, like Christ loved the church, that petty auntie that always got to remind you of your relationship status every time you come around. We gotta love her like Christ. You know, that parent that has to compare and contrast everything you go through and what they go through. You still got to love them like Christ. Hey, and for all of those people that are out there celebrating love with their significant other, there is an even stronger love for it, especially for those of us that got rings on the fingers, because you are commanded to love your wife. Yes. One of my favorite preachers, Vody Barker, used to always say that you got to love your wife. Be like, well, Pastor, you know, what if we don't, we ain't necessarily together right now. Your wife is your closest neighbor. You're commanded to love your neighbor, so you got to love your neighbor. Well, neighbor, we don't even like each other. The Bible says love your enemies. You still don't get out of not loving your wife. We do not get out of loving each other, because if we are following Paul the way we follow, Christ, we have to do it in love. Because going right back to John 15, the love chapter, how does he define those that love him? The one that's doing his commandments, the one that's doing what he say, the one that's loving their God with all their might and all their hearts, the one, that is loving their neighbor. Because if you love your neighbor, you can't covet his wife. If you love your neighbor, you won't steal from him. If you love your neighbor, you won't have hateful thoughts or thoughts of anger on them. If you love your neighbor, you won't look for the first chance to get, revenge on something, or go and have a disagreement and hold it over their head. Love causes everybody to look beyond the sin and see the person. The Bible tells us that love covers a multitude of sin, because I tell you, we got 5 of them.
One of them is you can hear ripping around.
Right. See, love is going to cause her not to get jacked up from ripping around up and down, the thing. But when we're looking at people, thinking about celebrating this time, so what if you're not necessarily booed up or cuddled up with somebody? Think about this being that time where you can celebrate love. Love in the fact that if you have a friend, you are commanded to give that feeling your neighbor, even to your enemy. And if you are blessed to have somebody in your life that you have that eros love for, take some intentional time and love each other. That means spend your money on me the way I spend my money on you.
I got the same old gift for you.
Listen, Victoria's Secret is not a Valentine's. No. You want the ring? I like jewelry too. I'm into fashion. Okay. African gentlemen gonna be at Melanie Market this weekend. So hey, I'm just saying, ladies, come stop by your tent, and if you gave him the same gift you got last year, there's still time to make up for it. Come get that brother some decolonizing.
And on that note,
we get ready to wrap up the show. But hey, celebrate love. Impact somebody with love. That has been your Impact for Moment, brought to you by Kingdom Builders. Remember, this Sunday, 9 o'clock, 113 West 17th Street.
Please come out and see what this man sounds like behind the pulpit. I swear he get it together. So much gratitude to you all for listening this evening, to our writers and producers. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, the Florida Star, our partners, the Ritz Theater and Museum, African Lady, African Gentleman, Doing Talk Productions, and Kingdom Builders. Special thanks to our guest, Barbara.
Right. She lasts all 2 minutes.
And to you once again for listening. I have been Vanessa. Come on in here. I have been Vanessa. You guys can find me at Do and Talk _ in between there on all most major social media spots.
And yes, you can find me on Facebook under African Gentleman. Also, the new page, Reverend Carl J Frederick. And you can go on Instagram and find me at African _ Gentleman13. And you can also find me chasing Barbara as soon as we get off the air. But this has been the Impact Radio Show, and we thank you for tuning in. We now return you to your regular scheduled gospel music.
Hey, see you guys next Thursday.
Hey, Mr. Rod Dotson is on our live. Hey, this is that shirt, Bible Geek, looking kind of swole in it. I got to come and get that new color shirt, Rod. Got to come and get that new color shirt. Thank you, guys. That was fun.
Don't tell me it's raining right now.
Is it?